At least 2 soldiers are dead, 8 others injured after rival forces from the army exchanged fire in the capital. Several soldiers have also been arrested. One group had reportedly tried to storm a former United Arab Emirates training center. After 90 minutes of sporadic gunfire, presidential palace guards secured the facility. The UAE ended its military training program in Somalia earlier this month. It follows Somali forces' seizure of millions of dollars and a UAE plane. Let's get you more now on that development. CGTN's Abdulaziz Bello is joining me on the line from Mogadishu. Abdulaziz, it does appear there are major differences among rival Somali army units. What do we know?
Well, Beatrice, exactly as you've said, the incident happened in the early morning hours today at a military base known as General Gordon. Now, since 2014, the United Arab Emirates has been training several hundreds of Somali troops at that particular base. Now, what exactly happened remains to be confirmed by authorities, but what we know so far is that rival soldiers tried to storm in that heavily fortified facility and take away weapons as well as armored vehicles. So soldiers who were guarding that base there, who were trained by UAE, repelled the attack and managed to kill several soldiers. Now, what we don't have right now is the exact number of fatalities. We are expecting that figure to be confirmed tomorrow by authorities here in Somalia. But for now, the situation is back to normal. Several officers are being questioned over that incident, and a bit of some insight into that base is since 2014 it served as a base for the United Arab Emirates that they used to train Somali soldiers. Now, in the beginning of April, government forces here seized a plane from the UAE carrying 9.6 million. The UAE claims that the money was supposed to pay its soldiers, but then again, Somali authorities did seize that cash, prompting the UAE to end its military mission here in Somalia.
Well, Abdulaziz, it does look like this incident, though, is a confirmation that Somalia is not yet ready to take charge of its own security. What are we seeing there?
Well, Beatrice, one thing to note here in Somalia is a rival faction of soldiers clashing is not a new thing. But this one was of much bigger scale because soldiers in the past used to clash, but they never used to clash over inside an army base that is home to several hundreds of troops. Now, how the government will address this remains the big concern here, a big challenge here. Now, one thing to note is that African Union forces are planning to end their mission here by 2020. That's 2 years from now. And one of the requirements is that they hand over security to Somali forces. But experts are concerned that if at all an incident of this magnitude can happen in the heart of the capital, where government forces were tasked with ensuring stability, turn guns on each other, then definitely it raises serious security concerns. And then again, it also raises more concerns towards Somalia's international partners, especially Turkey and the United States and the United Kingdom, who are actively involved in training of Somali security forces. So it will raise suspicion and raise concerns as to whether Somalia was ready to go it alone. And I'm not forgetting the fact that it's facing the militant group Al-Shabaab. They shouldn't turn guns on each other, experts say, but instead they should take the fight right to the militants' doorsteps.
All right, Abdulaziz Bello joining us there on the line from Mogadishu.